Hello everyone, Lord.agion here with another Grey Goo Replay. Spawning, which was actually right here, we have, I think it was Matiz, and spawning, that was over here. Now in the middle, we have Akuji. Akuji? Looks like he's going out for... It was a bit of actually a early eco game for both sides. One went for 4, one went for 7 Mother Goose. Bit of an interesting number, 7. Though he doesn't have really much of force to contend with his harassment, we got the Radiance here giving out nice and helpful information. Decides to try to get a bit of a sneaky hit, but he pulls back in time, just doing some pretty good amount of damage, applying some good amount of pressure. Got small proteins, he should focus on the small proteins. One more burst and it should die. No, he got the drovers out, and this larger number of drovers should be able to handle this force. One, these Radiants are trying to get out some stealth, or scouting. Man, probably should speak a bit better. Funny enough, a lot of those drovers get killed quite easily. Probably due to the fact that the units were a bit spread out into groups, so they weren't really focused down. And looks like it's now back to an eco game where let's see, this is the blue one, this is the purple one. The blue is the one who just launched out attack. Now they're both even in Mother Goose. Going to see a wave of small proteins by the blue player. And the purple one will have a couple drovers just scouting out. Do not see... Oh, we do actually see Destructor tech by the purple player. Looks like we're going to see some early Destructors, which can be pretty effective, though their Striders are pretty effective versus armor. Oh, looks like one of them paused. And, well, as in the replay, you don't actually see the pause. All the text, well, not text, no, don't know the proper term, messaging happens all at once. Small protein does spot this force. Perhaps he might focus on these rocks. No. He will see this, Mother Goo. He's going to apply some pressure to it. Mother Goo tried to make a bit of a hit. He pulls back and then continues on the attack. Small proteins coming behind. He should gets the kill on the Mother Goo actually. Going to get in the bushes before he starts engaging. Thought I heard Mother Goo explode over here. Looks like sure. What does that sound? I heard like a sound. Is the rocks being hit? Must be. I'm not sure. Got the attacking force back at base. Oh, that was the drover. I was looking for the whatever on screen. Sort of hard to tell which blue and green group units from apart, especially if they're in a bush, where the purple player's stuff is blue in the bush, while the red and blue. Sometimes this game doesn't make any sense. Got some Radiance here. We'll spot out some things. Got both of them going for Destructor balance upgrade. The purple player did start to... Wait. Exactly at the same time. Did I miss it? Because it says the countdown is exactly the same time. Interesting. The blue Goo player, the ones in the south, does have more Mother Goos out and actually has a better positioning. He has the middle secured, preventing him from actually pushing out. Sort of a bit of a contain. Got another attacking force over here. Radiance here good for stealth. I just want to show it does apply quite a bit of vision. Destructors are out and gets killed one of the Striders. He's trying to get this Mother Goo. Now it's in the last thing of health and will be killed off now. Going to focus his attention on the Destructors, trying to kill them off because they are pretty expensive units for the Goos. Great. Now we get the drovers coming in, killing off the rest of the units. Got a sizable force over here, and these rocks are destroyed. It's a graphical glitch where the rocks don't even actually show to be destroyed. Show they have been destroyed, I should say. Got some small proteins here also. Looks like there's a bit of a glitch of where they just showed the exact same time. Looks like now the blue player is getting bounce upgrade. More small proteins. We do have radiance here to shoot down the crescent shots. Very nice. With a volley fire, it does manage to target individual ones and not focus all on the same one. Very nice. With the radiance then, now they have trouble seeing up the slope. Probably should pull back, and plus these flanking destructors doing some nice damage. This is a very nice engagement for the purple player overall. The blue player is now getting a massive wave of small proteins. Wave of crescent shots just came in. What does the purple player think? Something over here to his attention. What does this player think? He's thinking about the engagement. And there's will be the engagement. Nice wave of with the crescent artillery hitting the shots. Now the radiants are, the tempests are now shooting down the shots. But the damage already done. These crescents did massive amount of damage with the splash damage. But it looks like you see some counter artillery. Wave of small proteins coming in. They're the purple ones. That's the first one. They were blue. The radiants are pretty much running out of shots, so you have to be careful. For example, that shot did hit the ground. Of course, this counter artillery creates a pool of damage, and a lot of units walk straight in the pool and really hurt themselves, and killing a lot of them actually. Now, there's only one of his crescents left. The purple player is still on 4 less Mother Goo, which is a bit of a problem. For him, at least. Wave of crescents hitting the Mother Goo. Small protein. And the drovers get instantly killed by the crescents, and the drovers ready to receive them. These drovers should die. The crescents shots had high enough damage to kill them all themselves. And it looks like it's going to set up pushing up the force here. Perhaps put the crescents up here. Perhaps the radiants also, just maintain that vision. All the units sort of funnel in the area, which is a bit of a problem to funnel. It's bad engagement to engage into a funnel like that. Small proteins trying to move forward. Spawn a large wave of drovers, which is a really bad idea for those crescents. Since 2 crescents will wipe out the entire group of drovers. Not to mention they're just freshly spawned drovers, which they already have started out at 50% less health. So 1 crescent shot could have wiped out all those brand new drovers. And he actually built drovers in the low ground. He needs to destroy these rocks as soon as possible. These drovers should continue firing. Looks like he's clicking the groups, clicking on these also. He's sort of in a mess and maybe in a bit of a panic right now. Trying to destroy these rocks. And the rocks are destroyed, so he doesn't have to worry about losing any units, and of course the rocks once again stayed there. So the attacking force perhaps trying to eye on these Mother Goos up here. But if he goes up in this area, he will be surrounded and flanked. Oh, there's a large attacking force here. He probably will not be able to respond in time while this Mother Goo dies. Mother Goo does make a run forward. Doesn't get any kills, severely damaging some of them though. Drovers, that's not enough drovers to really cut it. And now this force, with this force rushing over here to support, this force here can now engage a bit more safely. There's still a crescent up here. We end up being funneled in an area with the crescent. One of the crescents died. There's still another crescent though, and they're being funneled in an area which making them sustain heavy amount of damage. Same thing with these crescents doing heavy amount of damage over here. And these striders are being run down by the drovers. They should just stand and fight since they will die. The purple Goo player is missing one Mother Goo from up here. Does have quite a bit of income stored up. Perhaps he's thinking about getting some heavy units. Builds 2 more Mother Goos. Now he has max saturation up in this top area, but he needs to expand outwards, perhaps down to the left or to the right. The right's being occupied in sort of the central focus of his attacks, so the left side, maybe expanding here, may be a good way to sneak in some income. Bashing now out. Not really the most ideal thing, to the fact that it's with his laning effect, crescents will be a better idea. Tempest is also a good idea to shoot down the crescent shots. Do not see any other tech up on the way. See a nice hit right there, doing some damage. Got a force building up here. Looks like it might be a mix between Drovers and Radiants. Maybe some Destructors, and it's going to be a well-mixed force. You got your Radiants, you got your Drovers, you got your couple Destructors, some air support, Tempest to prevent any Crescents from doing any significant amount of damage. And this top player really needs to break this containment. Can't win a defending war, but that's probably not the best way to pronounce it. You can't win while defending just by being on defense the entire time. You need to go on the offense sometime. Looks like we'll see Crescent healing pools. And now we're going to see probably the largest engagement in the game. Bastion trying to run forward. He's taunting quite a bit of units, but he's also, of course, he's being focused out. A couple Radiants, not Dwellers, doing some massive amount of damage. He's also researching the Radiants can now detect stealth, or a stealth tech. Holy crap! They all died at once. Perhaps some fools. GG, Matiz has surrendered. How many moms? In the entire game. He was maxed out. 12. And we can see the laser fight or electric fight. Yeah, he couldn't get 9th and 10th. He sort of... Yeah. He was contained into one area, even though the area is pretty much a third of the map. Yeah, that's this map. Yeah, a lot of people say the mid sometimes maybe has... There's way too much laning effect in this map, honestly. This is discussing how you can play a bit better. Yeah. For Goo players and a Goo mirror, you need to capture the mid, and whoever can capture the mid sort of can contain the one person to one side, and then they can safely expand to this bottom area. That's the end of the replay. This is Lord.agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.